So with Freya Bold and fourth house. So as I said, this is everything to do with the home, your actual physical structure. So you may be changing something within the home or the actual structure, or it could be relocation, or upscaling or downscaling, whatever it may be. But it can also be the atmosphere or the relationships in your home. And it can also be connection to your family, your roots, your foundation, where you've come from, your ancestry, your ethnic identity, all of those. So it's your relationship with your family, but also those aspects of it. Now we've got Freya Bold coming in here. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. So I feel this is probably to do with home situation, either relocation or some kind of change within the home. It could also be, as I say, a renovation or something like that. But it's saying that there's some sort of bold action required here. This is very confident action, and it's about being adventurous, trying new things, and perhaps even going out of your comfort zone. So it could be a redecoration, or as I say, a renovation, or perhaps you are wanting to move at this time. It could also be to do with your person. Perhaps you are making a home together, or you're thinking about that, or it may be coming up. So, but it's saying that don't be afraid to try new things, to exercise your creativity and your adventurous side. Try new things, look around, perhaps think outside of the box, or think outside of your comfort zone. Just look at all the different aspects and, explore, have a look around, try different things. Perhaps even if you are relocating, perhaps take a drive, go and have a look. It's all of those aspects, but it's about opening up, but forward action, bold action. This is adventurous, very strong feminine energy. And whether you're masculine or feminine doesn't matter. We have both in us. So it's about bringing that energy in also to your home. So you may need to do that. If you're not relocating, then you may need to bring this into your home. This bold, sexy, flirtatious energy, just very confident, adventurous, and wanting to explore and try new things. So we've got here Donna, High Priestess, for your person, and Mercury, Mind. The qualities for you and your person are interchangeable. So you may see aspects which I'm bringing up for your person that you may be connecting to as well, and vice versa. So as I said, with Donna, High Priestess, it says you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So they are transmitting knowledge at this time, or they could be receiving downloads, receiving knowledge at this time, because Mercury is communication. It's everything to do with the mind. So this is analytical aspects. It's also communication, as in written, verbal, electronic. It's also learning, research, all kinds of things on the internet. Anything electronic comes in as well. But it's also about humor, bringing humor in, sharp wit, but not being too like gift of the gab. That's the kind of energy you want to go for, but not overly chatty or talkative, so that the person comes across as insincere. So it's kind of that sharpness of mind, but also walking your talk, as it were. So this is the energy for your person, but they're going to be getting information or downloads, or perhaps they are discovering talents or abilities that they have at this time, which have not been apparent before, or they just haven't focused on them. They could be clairaudient as well, or they could just be, getting information which gives them very clear insight into certain things. They might also be able to tell the truth, or be able to discern the truth in certain situations. They may be hearing things, gossip, or just getting news. News may be coming in for them as well. But I feel there's knowledge coming to them which is of a divine nature. So this can be transmitted to others in some way. It can be to you, but it can also be to others. That they may be a teacher, or they may be involved in transmitting. Maybe they're a trainer, or involved in teaching others something, whatever it may be. But there's communication coming up there, so they definitely need to run workshops or seminars, or do something with their skills to help others, or to guide others with whatever it is that they know from life. So it could also be communication with you. In this case, it needs to be clear, as I said, sincere, clear communication. Contracts and documents may also be coming up. So this may be to do with this house situation or home situation. There may be contracts or documents associated with that. But clear communication, research, and this can be looking on the internet for another place to stay or a place where you can join, you can become a couple together, whatever the situation is. But clear communication, analytical, sifting and sorting, numbers, words, all of that may be coming in. They may be drafting documents, but this can also be about the transmission of knowledge through seminars, workshops, online, or however it needs to be. But they're definitely getting guidance. They're getting guidance from the universe and they can transmit that in whatever way is appropriate for them. It can be in the work that they're doing, or it can be the transmission of spiritual knowledge, whatever is their leaning, whatever is their affinity. So that is coming in. But it can also be that I feel that there's some kind of, perhaps you're making plans, the two of you, for certain things. This may involve a bit of a car journey, as I said, drive around, explore, have a look. And they may just very well be able to, very clearly map out what it is that you guys want to be doing now. But it's clear communication, and they certainly are thinking deeply about things, or they need to think deeply. This can also be multitasking, but they don't want to come across as glib or, insincere or even argumentative. Words matter with this, so choose words with care with Mercury. Now, for the current situation, obviously the relationship is in the spotlight at the moment. And this can also involve the lower courts in some cases. So with Isolde, Undying Love, this is about a kind of a regeneration or a renewal within this house, within this situation between you. So this is the current situation. So some kind of regeneration or renewal. Perhaps you have been in lockdown for a long period of time and you haven't been able to go anywhere or do anything, or maybe you haven't been able to see your person as much as you would have liked. You may not be in the same place. This can manifest in a lot of different ways. But Isolde is saying that this is now time, any sort of healing that is required in this relationship, or the energy you're bringing from past relationships into this close personal relationship now. Whatever healing needs to have been done between you or from the past is happening, and it's going to be very swift and efficient. But in the meantime, what you need to be doing as a couple, or even one or either of you, depending on who's feeling this energy, is to open up to love, all aspects of love, whether it's universal love or personal love. You can bring love into your environment, and that's maybe why you've got the fourth house. Maybe you need to do this. You can bring love into it's like a regeneration. She's got a lot of flowers surrounding her. She's, rising up in consciousness, and this is love consciousness. Love is the fabric of the universe. It's the language of love. So what is your love language? What is the love language of your person? There's a whole book on it. You can look it up and find out. But it's also about opening up, coming back into social activities, sort of blossoming again into that sort of environment, and connecting with your person, or just kind of that opening up, but opening up to love. That is what this is about. And coming back into the land of the living from being in a period of quietness or just retreat, or whatever the situation may be. In some cases, this can be that your person has passed on, or a person that you were involved with has passed on, and now you are coming back into the relationship sphere, and you're opening up. You're now sort of opening up the channels within your seventh house. It can be that. It could be that your person is somebody that you've met or you will meet, or it's somebody that you know, and you're now coming back into, that whole realm of possibilities within the relationship. But if you've already been together and you've got a family and you're already busy, this is a kind of like a renewal after kind of a sort of, maybe it's been a bleak period or a difficult period. Something is being swiftly healed, and this is going to give the opportunity to grow now in this energy. And I say that because you've got full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I do feel that whatever your situation, whatever has occurred in your life, the healing is swift and efficient. Okay, so open up to that, try new things, explore, and this is perhaps why you've got the bold energy here. You may have had to change home, depending on your situation, and now you're sort of coming back into the land of the living after a period of retreat, and it's like regeneration. And so the end of a tough cycle, it may have just been a very bleak period or a very difficult period for you and your person, whatever your situation is. If you have had a loss, then this is that return now into a more social setting and meeting new people, trying new things, and also loving yourself, perhaps your new home, your new environment, whatever has occurred. But the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn is always full moon is always a result. It can also be forgiveness in some cases. And it can also be gratitude. So now I say forgiveness because with Isolde, this can also be, for some of you, this may be putting to bed or acknowledging or bringing closure to you with regards to past relationships. So whether this is a person who's passed on from you, or whether it's past relationships which have you've been recovering from or you are healing from. This may have caused sort of ruptures in your life, with Chiron and Aries at the moment, and we're going through the last part of Aries. Some things may have come up which were to do with the past. So the healing is happening to do with that. Chiron is going to see to that anyway. But this may be that what it is saying is that whatever love or the effort that you put into your past relationships, whatever the situation was, whatever happened, is permanently recorded there. It never goes away. It's always there. That love is recorded there. Whatever happened and whatever has happened now, push forgiveness that way. Release yourself from that energy. Release yourself from those situations and move forward into a new sphere of love, a new energy of love. Appreciation of yourself, and there's sort of a blossoming going on. But it's saying that love or any love that you have put into past relationships is always going to be recorded there. It's in your Akashic record. It's there. So have no fear that whatever you have shared never dies. It's always going to be there. It's recorded, but it's now time to move forward and move on. And as I said, so the gratitude, you may be grateful for what has transpired in your life. And now you are really opening yourself up to this love, or this love energy. And you're coming to full circle now. Full moon is always a result. It's about gratitude, or it can be about forgiveness as well. So now for the sort of a kind of advice section, I guess you can call it. We've got Void of Course Moon missing, and we've got Irene Peace. So what it is saying is that this is a kind of a slower energy. It's a kind of a gradual moving forward. But you're going to be going through a period of reflection still. All right. So as I said, it's a gradual process opening up to love. You may have to explore a few aspects of it anew, look at things in a new way, getting used to different situations, different people, and so on, or a different perspective on love. But Void of Course Moon missing is saying that there's going to be a little bit of a period which is almost like a delay, or it's a pause. And what it is it just gives you a chance to sort of look at things and to make plans, but also to dream, to sort of take a rest period. It's like a period where you continue doing what you need to do, but it's a period where you just pause and you reflect. So it's saying that no big action should be taken during this period. Now, it may only last about a week, or it may be the full month. But it's just saying that this is a period of reflection, to be looking at things, because things are not quite what they seem. So this is not a time to be pushing big actions or making big initiations. So you may meet somebody, or you may already be in a relationship for some time, and you're now gradually recovering from a difficult period. But this is a recovery pause. It just carry on doing what you need to do, but don't put all your energy into something that you want to happen, because it may not get a good result. So the result may be not what you expect, or you may get no result. So it's a planning and a dreaming period. Dream about what you want to do. If you are planning a sort of a marriage or some sort of coming together in a commitment, it's saying that wait until this period has passed. This is a planning and a dreaming period. So wait until that has passed, and then you can move forward and the energies will be with you. Whereas at the moment, there's a sort of a shadow period going on. Things are not what they seem. You won't get the results you desire. So rather wait and let things unfold, and rather do your reflection. But she's saying, Irene is saying, be at peace. Do not worry. There's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. So this is a reflection period. It's a very necessary period for you, to just, let this healing occur for you, and to let things unfold. But, it's a time for reflection where you can dream and plan. But she's saying, don't worry, everything is going to be fine. It's all working out. Just be at peace. There's abundance coming here for you. This could be family. It could be abundance monetarily, or just in happiness and joy. There's dolphins in the background, but there's lovely peaceful energy here. It's also about communication, which does come up here. But it's, it's saying that everything is going, and that the joy is going to come to you, and that there's going to be, things are going to work out. Now we've got here for the sort of advice section, but also for the potential. What is the potential of the current situation? So with Saturn Truth, this is a kind of a maturity coming in here. Okay, so you're going to get to the heart of certain things as well. You're going to just be able to discern what is right for you, what is not. Through this process, you're going to have a much better idea of what a relationship should entail, because the 7th house, you're learning about that. So you're going to have a much clearer idea about what is right for you. You're going to be much more mature. You're going to have built a strong foundation, because anything that you build under Saturn energy is always going to be strong, because nothing wobbly or insecure can survive under Saturn. Saturn is really about systems. It's about building. It's about foundations. It's about solid structures. It's also about taking, a sort of a really good view of everything, and being realistic as well, but working towards harmony. That's what you want. You want a solid foundation which is going to support you in your relationship, and that's what you've been building, and that's what's, the potential of the situation. It can sometimes be, like hard work, like you've had a few knocks along the way, or you may have really been working hard at this, or working over a long period of time, because Saturn is the god of time. So this is about a long period of time. Something may have been long standing, and now you're working towards making it better. But I do feel this is about creating something that is long standing, something that's going to stand the test of time, and that is what you want. But it's about maturity, it's about wisdom, and it's about understanding as well. This is wisdom and knowledge gained through time, it's about understanding the past and the present, and that you have power in the present. So with Maeve cycles and rhythms, also this is something else that you may be coming to, healing is coming in for this as well. But you're kind of feeling your way. You're finding out about certain things. You're finding out about, more deeper aspects of a relationship, and what really makes it tick, what really makes it work. So with Maeve, cycles and rhythms, honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So this is another thing that another aspect which you will have been learning during this. So you're going through a healing period, but you're also going through a reflective period. But there are some actions that you can be taking, to actually, to try new things and have a look at, look at different things, be a little bit more spontaneous. But, it's kind of a period of different cycles that are going on in your life. So with the cycles and rhythms, there is going to be an opportunity coming in for you, and perhaps this is the opportunity to make this very, nice, long-standing, strong foundation for your relationship. But it's also about honoring the cycles of your body. So when you're tired, you need to rest, and when you're feeling energetic, then take action. And that is what Freya is saying, that there is, you can take action, you can try new things, but there's going to be periods where you're going to just need to be quiet and reflect as well, with the void of course moon missing. But once this void of course moon missing, that shadow period kind of moves away, then you can move forward with what it is you have been planning and dreaming about. But it's listening to your body, listening to your emotions, listening to your intuitions, and making plans according to that, and going with the rhythms of your body, and what is going to work for you, and what you can initiate and when you can initiate it. So it's using your intuition to follow your emotions and the cycles of your body. But there's some sort of opportunity that's coming in for you, and some sort of door is going to be opening for you. But this is about being in the right place, the right place physically and emotionally to be able to move forward on that opportunity. You need to be rested if you are feeling tired and so on. So listen to your body, listen to the rhythms of the relationship, and go with that. So sometimes it's going to be busy, and sometimes it's going to be quiet. So take advantage of the quiet periods, but all the time you're going to be building. This is about building something solid.